Ho, ho, ho. Merry, oh my goodness, it's almost Christmas. We were just talking about that we only have 4 sync pairs this month, and now the month is almost over. In fact, the year 2023 is almost over. I hope this year has been kind to you guys, at least compared to the last several years. Anyway, guys, Champion Rosa comes out on Christmas Day. And in this video, we're gonna discuss if she is worth your gems or not. And hopefully, if she is, then you guys will have a nice Christmas by getting her. And with that said, strap on your seatbelts, sit tight, and let's begin this analysis video. Here we go! Yo, yo, yo! This is Sol, also known as Spielgum, also known as Spatial Gum, also known as Grunt, your artist Team Skull Grunt, and this is Pokemon Masters EX. And in this video, we discuss the final sync pair. Should I say of the year? Maybe of the year. Yeah, because probably the next update is gonna have the first sync pair on January 1. But we cannot, discount the possibility of the next sync pair coming out on December 31 instead. But maybe January 1 is a nice day. New Year sync pairs definitely happening at the start of the year 2024. But anyway, guys, this is the last out of the 4 sync pairs of the month. And Champion Rosa is a master fair. A lot of people have been asking, should I scout for this one? Should I scout for this one? And most of the reactions, at least from you guys in the comment section or anywhere else, are saying save for Champion Rosa instead. And why is that? Well, we're gonna take a look at her kit right now and see if she is as good as what people say she is. So with that said, guys, hit the thumbs up button for me and let me know in the comment section how many gems have you saved up for Champion Rosa. A good news is that we will be getting 3,000 gems on her release day. So you will be having at least one free, technically not free, but you're given a multi-pull if you decide to scout on her banner. And her banner comes out on December 25. The Datamine for January is gonna happen maybe on December 25 or maybe a couple of days after December 25. Maybe December 27 or something like that. So you will have an idea of who the next year's sync pairs are gonna be. There's a chance, a little chance, that we might have a Master Fair as well, because Master Fairs, December, January, there's always a possibility of that. But New Year sync pairs, January. So hopefully the game follows the, this month's improvement, should I say, of having only 4 sync pairs. Hopefully, the maximum next month we will have is 5 sync pairs. I saw some of you guys say something like 6 sync pairs is okay as long as there's a spotlight. No, I do not agree. 5 sync pairs max, spotlight scout or not. Keep it at there, keep it at that, and not get us more than 5 sync pairs, okay? And with that said, guys, let us begin. But before that, if you want to know more about the other sync pairs, you can check out my 1 out of 5 video, or none out of 5, where I discuss each one in brief. But I have separate, the good versus the bad videos for each one of them. This one is for Champion Rosa. And if you want to know how many gems we can get, you can check out my How Many Gems Can We Get video. Links, all of them will be down in the description. Again, we will be discussing the full kit of Champion Rosa. As a Master Fair, she maxes out at 3 copies. And one good thing about her is that you should, if you've been logging in and playing daily, you should have enough coins, or rather, yeah, coins. What is that called? Roll cake coins to unlock her EX role. So you should have enough of that. So once you scout for her, you should have enough to probably make her 6-star EX as well as give her her EX role. And maybe that's your first EX role sync pair, or maybe your second, maybe your third, fourth. But whatever, you're gonna unlock her EX role, which is Sprint. But more on that later. First, let's thank all the members of my channel. Thank you guys so much for your support and generosity. I'm keeping Shadowfill there for your, you know, memorable and momentous support, and hopefully you'll be back soon. But anyway, thank you to all the other members of my channel. If you guys want to support me, you can click on the join button down below or go to my Ko-fi page, coffee.com/splgum. Give me a nice Christmas gift and help me with my computer upgrade, which I'm gonna do within the next 2 months. Guaranteed already, because my computer is dead. Dead. Very dead. And I'm just happy that this video is kind of not lagging that much because I have all of my programs closed so that it will not lag. But anyway, guys, let's move on. This is the timeline of events, and I'm gonna hide myself right now because I'm covering Rosa's thing. So Rosa happens on December 25 and ends on January 28. So Rosa will be here for 2 data mines, guys. Rosa will be here for the January data mine. And Rosa will be here probably, let me just check January 28. What day is January 28? It is a Sunday. No, I'm not sure now. I'm not sure if she will last until the February data mine, because there's a possibility that the February data mine is going to happen on January 29. Another possibility is on January 26. That's a Friday. 29 is a Monday. Most of the data mine schedules always happen on an MWF schedule, and rarely on weekends, rarely on Tuesdays and Thursdays, if I'm not mistaken. So she's gonna last guaranteed 1 data mine, which is January, and I'm not sure if you'll know February sync pairs that time. Anyway, Nate is gonna last until January 10, and I hope that my baby account finally gets him, because I've been getting dead multis after dead multis after dead multis and horrible pulls, and I am almost at scout points. And I'm gonna show you guys the video, my horrible scouts of him once I get him in my baby account. Meanwhile, Viola and Sycamore are gonna last until December 29. By December 30, they'll be gone. So you have a few more days after Champion Rosa to scout for them, if you want to scout for Champion Rosa first before trying your best to get, you know, the 2 of them or something like that. So this is what Champion Rosa's Mindscape image looks like. If you see this image, congratulations, you have successfully scouted for Champion Rosa, the final sync pair of this update. And this sync pair is a support sync pair with an EX role of Sprint. So what this means is that if you 6-star EX her, you will get a double sync buff. That means all your succeeding attacks, your sync moves are gonna get powerful, much more powerful. And then, as a Sprint EX role sync pair, the next sync move is gonna be, or sync move countdown is gonna be reduced by 3. That means you're gonna be able to use your succeeding sync move much quicker. 3 turns less. Something like that. Or 1 entire cycle less. That means you're gonna be able to use your sync move, your second sync move probably, you know, you want to use supports normally as your very first sync move. And support sprints are a very nice combo because not only do you get a double sync buff, but you'll also be able to use your next sync move much earlier and probably finish off all the opponents. So again, that's the benefit of a support combined with a sprint sync pair. So very, very nice, guys. We have one of them right now. We have a support sprint sync pair, but I think it's a sprint support instead of a support sprint. So sprint support is Paolo. Paolo and Lycanroc, or Dusk Form Lycanroc, is a sprint support. So I don't think there are any others support sprint or sprint support, but correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, She has, well, this is a very interesting sync pair. She has, let's talk about her buddy move first. She has a buddy move called Relic Song of Wonder. And what this does is, you know, normally buddy moves are locked. And how do you unlock this buddy move? Well, at the start of the battle, you have this unlocked. It will remain unlocked as long as your HP is not low. So, as long as you're not in a pinch or your HP is not low, I think low is like 40% or 30% or below. So, 50% still not in a pinch. Does anyone know the exact number, their exact percentage? Was it 30% or 25% or 20%? But it's definitely not 50%. So, as long as your HP is not low, when you're not in a pinch, this will remain unlocked. And when you use this, it will hit all the opponents and it has a 30% chance of putting all opponents to sleep. It hits all opponents, it will never miss, one thing that to take note of. And it will have a 30% chance of putting all of the opponents to sleep. Not only this, but you get to raise everyone's critical hit rate +1 in your team. And it raises one random stat +2 at random for all your allied sync pairs. And if this raises attack for one ally, it will raise all other allies' attack stat. If it's defense for one ally, it raises everyone's defenses. And so on and so forth. It's gonna raise the exact same stat for all your allied sync pairs. This will raise your attack or defense or special attack or special defense or speed or accuracy or evasiveness +2, which is nice, but this is randomized. Again, this will raise everyone's crit, and this will raise a random stat +2. And this will never miss, and this will have a 30% chance of putting all opponents to sleep. Nice. Now, when you use this, guys, you have a passive skill called Relic Nostalgia. And what this does is that it will switch your form. As you can see over here, this is her Aria form. This is Meloetta's Aria form. And her Relic Song of Wonder is a Psychic type attack. Her Sync move is also a Psychic type Sync move. And when you use Relic Song of Wonder, her Relic Nostalgia passive skill will transform her, or at least Meloetta, into fighting type, into pirouette form. And her Relic Song of Wonder will become fighting type. Her Sync move will become fighting type. One thing that to change as well is that her, if you saw Sing, becomes Theater Dance and becomes a fighting type. You know, Theater Dance and Sing are normal type attacks. And why is Theater Dance and Sing fighting type? It's because of her, well, third passive skill, Psychic Performance, or Fighting Performance, which changes normal type attacks into either fighting type or psychic types. This not really that much of a, you know, don't think about this too much because Theater Dance and Sing don't really deal damage, so not really that much. But Fighting Performance and Psychic Performance will also do something, which is it will raise the user's special defense +1 when you attack an opponent. Either, if I'm not mistaken, either Relic Song of Wonder or Theater Dance. As long as you target an opponent successfully, Psychic Performance or Aria form Meloetta, Psychic form Meloetta will raise Champion Rosa special defense +1, and if you have fighting type Meloetta, it will raise Champion Rosa's defense +1. So again, when you use an attack, wherever you are using Champion Rosa, if she's fighting type, your defense, only Champion Rosa, will raise up +1, and your special defense, if you're psychic type, will raise your special defense +1. So every single attack, you get tankier, either special defense or defensive stats. And one more thing about Relic Nostalgia that we did not talk about. Again, Relic Nostalgia changes your form every single time you use Relic Song of Wonder. So every single time you use Relic Song of Wonder, you will raise everyone's physical moves up next effect and special moves up next effect whenever you change form. Whenever you use Relic Song of Wonder, every single time you will raise everyone's physical moves up next effect and special moves moves up next effect. Not just one or the other, but both of them. And every single time you have this stack up, you can stack this up to 10 buffs or 10 ranks. And every single rank you stack this up, you will raise your allies' physical attack or special attack plus 40% to a maximum of 400% stack if you have 10 stacks of physical moves up next effect or special moves up next effect. Now, I did not say one thing, which is very important as well, but you not only change form by using Relic Song of Wonder, you also change form by using your sync move. So every single move with the term Relic Song, you change your form. So, you know, if you have standard damage reduction, that's Champion Stadium parameter. If you are aiming to hit the opponent with on-type damage, you know, the opponent's weak to fighting type, and you want to keep the attacking the opponent using fighting type Relic Song of Wonder or your fighting type sync move, well, you're gonna have a little trouble with that because every single time you damage the opponent, you will switch forms to fighting type, to psychic type, to fighting type, to psychic type, to fighting type, to psychic type. But that's the only disadvantage of, you know, Relic Nostalgia, is you get to switch forms all the time. And that's it. Just take note of that. And, you know, as a master passives, or rather, as a master fair sync pair, you have a master passive. Unova Flag Bearer will power up all your sync pairs by 10% damage and reduce the damage you receive from the opponents by 20%, as you can see over here. The more Unovan sync pairs you have in your team, the higher the damage you will deal the opponent, and the lower the damage you receive from the opponent, up to a maximum of 30% increase in damage. Take note that this does not include sync moves. And the maximum damage reduction from the opponent is 26%. The more Unovan sync pairs you have in your team. And, you know, that's mostly the passive skills. We have one last passive skill, which is Entrancing Melody. And what this does is that at the start of the battle, when you enter the battle, by the way, you will start off with Meloetta Aria form, the psychic form. You will reduce every opponent's psychic type rebuff -1. Every single opponent psychic rebuff -1, so that every single opponent will receive more psychic type damage. And when you switch to Meloetta fighting type or pirouette form, you get to lower every single opponent's fighting type rebuff -1. Stronger fighting type damage. So you get to give the opponents both psychic rebuff and fighting rebuff, making your opponents weak to psychic and opponents weak to fighting type damage. Alright, now let's go back. She has Potion, which recovers your any ally's HP, and you have Ode to Glory, your trainer move. This raises everyone's speed stat by 2, increases the special moves up next effect of all allied distinct pairs by 2 if you are in psychic form, and if you are fighting form, you will raise everyone's physical moves up next effect by 2. That's an 80% increase in damage if you are in, for, you know, special attacks if you are in psychic form, and 80% increase in damage for physical attacks if you are in fighting form. And you can use this twice. That means you can raise your physical moves up next effect or special moves up next effect by 4 instead of by 2 if you decide to use this twice in a row. And not only that, again, every single time you use Relic Song of Wonder or you use your sync move, you get to raise everyone's physical moves up next effect and special moves up next effect by 1 stat rank. And again, you can raise all your allies' physical moves up next effect, special moves up next effect to an unlimited amount, to maximum plus 10, just by using Relic Song of Wonder. This is a very interesting sync pair. If you see her stats, it's also very high. 311 defense, 314 special defense. This is at level 140. A very tanky, strong sync pair. And again, this can do so much. It can rebuff or give the opponents fighting type and psychic rebuffs, which makes her a nice tech sync pair. It can make all the opponents fall asleep using Relic Song of Wonder. And by the way, guys, one last thing. If you are Psychic form, you have Sing. It's a very low accuracy Sing move. It's a very low accuracy, move, status move, which you can improve the accuracy using her Sing grid or by giving her the lucky skill Troublemaker 1. But in my opinion, it's much better if you want to make the opponent fall asleep. Hope for the best, cross your fingers, and just use Relic Song of Wonder instead. Because Sing only hits one opponent. And yes, she has Go Viral 9, which makes all opponents have the same status condition. But there are better tiles in her grid rather than Go Viral 9. And in fact, Relic Song of Wonder already Go Viral 9, but only 30% chance of putting the target to sleep. Take note that if you give her Troublemaker 1, you will not double the chances of Relic Song of Wonder. It only happens with Sing and Sing only. Teeter Dance, 100% chance of confusing all the opponents. And you do not need, Aggravation or Troublemaker 1 for this one. Just all the opponents will be confused. We'll talk about confusion later in her kit. What is the benefit of making all opponents confused and stuff like that. But just to let you know, that is her base kit. And her base kit is quite nice at the moment, guys. Again, can make the opponent confused, can make all opponents confused, can make all the opponents fall asleep, can raise critical hit rate, and this does not need any MP. Just use Relic Song of Wonder, Relic Song of Wonder, Relic Song of Wonder 3 times in order to raise everyone's critical hit rate to max. You have a potion, you have Ode to Glory, which will give you speed buffs, as well as raise, physical moves up next effect or special moves up next effect. You have a master passive skill, you have Unleash physical moves up next effect and special moves up next effect by just using Relic Song of Wonder or Sepia Memories Relic Song sync move. You have a way to buff your defenses, but only her defenses by, using, Relic Song of Wonder or Teeter Dance or Sing. Raise defense for fighting type, raise special defense for psychic type, and a way to raise everyone's stats at the random by using Relic Song of Wonder, so 1 stat plus 2, and yeah, that's it. Not basic. In fact, it's a very messed up combined kit. They're trying to combine everything they can with rebuffs, with being a tech sync pair, with being a support sync pair, and I'm not sure about a striker. Her stats, 254, gives her, tech levels of a support sync move. And again, or sync pair. And again, she is a sprint sync pair. And if you give her sprint EX roll, her stats will go up even more. And if you 6-star EX her, well, her defenses will go up to 351 and 354, which is very high, guys. Now, let's talk about her grid right now. Sync grid. 1 out of 5, you get Stalwart. Pretty not too interesting. 2 out of 5, you got Charging Infliction 2. When you use a status move, that is Sing or Teeter Dance, you get to charge your move gauge plus 2. Use this in certain situations. 2 out of 5, you got Curative Confusion 1. Now, this is why you want to confuse the opponent. If the opponent is confused, you attack an opponent, you get to recover a little bit of HP using Champion Rosa. Nice. Makes her even tankier. Natural Remedy, Ode to Glory MP Refresh 1. Very small little chance of MP refresh. Again, you can get this to max out your speed stat to give everyone in your team either physical moves up next effect or special moves up next effect. Ode to Glory, Precision Pulse 1 to raise everyone's accuracy stat. Potion Friendman 9 to have a full heal effect when you use Potion. Potion Master Healer 1 to recover more HP using your potion. Potion MP Refresh 2 for a 30% chance of recovering HP. And Quick Cure to remove, you know, Confuse Trap or Flinch Confusions first time when you're inflicted with that. 3 out of 5, another confusion benefit. Easy Pickings 9. If the opponent is confused and you attack the opponent, you have a 100% chance of lowering a random stat. Either attack, defense, special defense, speed, accuracy, or evasiveness. So not only do you raise everyone's critical hit rate +1, not only do you raise everyone's physical moves up next effect, special moves up next effect, not only do you raise a random stat of all allies +2, but you also have a 30% chance of making all opponents fall asleep, and you also, if the opponent is confused, have a 100% chance of lowering all the opponents' either attack, defense, special defense, speed, accuracy, or evasiveness. And not only that, again, if you are Psychic Form, you get to raise Rosa's special defense +1. And you get to, if you're Fighting Form, you get to raise Champion Rosa's defense stat +1. Speaking of defenses, let's talk about Force Field 9 and Team Stoic 9 right now. If you have these two tiles in your grid, not only will Champion Rosa be able to raise her own defense or special defense +1 by using her attack, every single one of your sync pairs will have their special defense +1 if you have Force Field 9, or defense stat +1 if you have Team Stoic 9. And now, she becomes like a crazy powerhouse, raising everyone's not just defense, not just a random stat, not just a critical hit rate, not just physical move up next effect, not just special moves up next effect. She can do everything. Everything. Go Viral 9, we just talked this earlier. This is only for Sing if you want to go for Sing. You know, if you want to make her a Sleep Chainer, yes, you can do that. Go for, you know, just focus on Sing and don't even bother thinking of using, you know, Relic Song of Wonder because that will mess up your sleep chaining. So go Viral 9, and if you want to go for Go Viral 9, definitely go for Troublemaker 1 in her as her lucky skill in order to be able to do your sleep chaining, guys. Potion Master Healer 1 again, as well as Potion MP Refresh 2. So she got 2 Potion Master Healer 1s and 2 Potion MP Refresh 2s, so that you get to have a higher chance of bringing back that potion and recover more HP. Trainer move, Team Physical and Special Boost, up 1 once 9. My opinion, this is not that great. It will only happen when you use a trainer move, and you can only use this once. It will give everyone physical moves up next effect and special moves up next effect. In my opinion, you can just completely ignore this because you can already raise everyone's physical moves up next effect and special moves up next effect +1 by using Relic Dance, by switching forms. And this only happens once. Such a waste of important sync grid energy. Team Sharp Entry 1 is also optional in this case because you get to raise everyone's critical hit rate to maximum just by using 3 Relic Song of Wonders. But if you want to get this, no one's stopping you. And then 2 Sync Nuke tiles to make her sync move even more powerful. So guys, that is Champion Rosa's entire kit. And I could go on and on about her, but I think I've said enough. But let's talk about if we can get all of these things in her grid. You know, nice Force Field 9, nice Team Stoic 9. Can we get those two plus Potion? Well, this is my Team Stoic 9 and my Force Field 9 grid. And as you can see over here, Team Stoic 9 is at a completely different area. And Force Field 9 is in the complete opposite side. And Potion is completely at the other side. This sucks. Let's duplicate this and let's see if we can actually get Potion. You know, let's go for Potion Master Healer and Potion MP Refresh 2. Go top for Team Stoic 9. This is 10 energy. This is 7 energy. It's much cheaper to go this way than go up here. And if Force Field 9 is here, the cheapest way is to go for, well, either of the two. Not enough energy to get Force Field 9, which is very sad. 0 energy left, as you can see over here, if you can see it. So, the way to do this, probably remove Potion MP Refresh 2. Can we go for Force Field 9? No, we still can't. 10 energy. Can we go for remove this Potion MP Refresh 2? Not enough energy. And, you know, I've tried this several ways already, and I don't think it is possible to get Potion. You can get Potion by just selecting one. Either Team Stoic 9 or Force Field 9. You know, depending on the situation, most of the opponents will be either using more special attacks than physical attacks. If that's the case, go for Force Field 9 and then go for your Potion tiles over here. See, we have enough for that. Or, if the opponent loves to use physical attacks, then go ahead and go for Team Stoic 9 instead and go for your Potion MP refreshes or something like that. But to get both Force Field 9, Team Stoic 9 plus Potion, not enough in order to do that, which is very sad. But that's life and that's energy, limited energy for you. So this one, again, with Team Stoic 9 and Force Field 9, I was able to get Easy Pickings 9 so that we are gonna be able to lower the opponent's stats when we confuse the opponent. So the way I'm gonna use this is that I am Psychic Form first. So I'm gonna use Relic Song of Wonder or maybe my trainer move. I think I'm gonna use Relic Song of Wonder. And once I have my fighting type, because I changed types immediately, I will use Teeter Dance. Teeter Dance to confuse all the opponents. And once I have my Teeter Dance, everyone's confused, I will, every single attack, I can recover some health using Curative Confusion over here. And I'll be able to lower the opponent's stats with every succeeding attack. And if I want to, I can use my trainer move there, which for me is optional because my trainer move only speeds me up and raises my special moves up next effect or physical moves up next effect. Not exactly that crazy about using the trainer move, but that's how I would do it. So, once I need to recover everyone's health, then I use a potion. But I think Meloetta or Champion Rosa will remain tanky every single time here. It's more of my allied sync pairs who need healing, so I can use potion and hopefully not need an MP refresh when I need my potion. So, another option I have over here is just crazy on the potions. No Team Stoic 9, no Force Field 9. Just go for Potion Master Healer 1, Potion Master Healer 1, Potion MP Refresh 2, Potion MP Refresh 2. And make her, you know, a debuffer. Easy Pickings 9 over here. That's it. Can I go for Curative Confusion instead? So if I remove this, sadly I cannot get Curative Confusion, which is nice, but I can get this if I decide to remove 1 MP Refresh or 1 Potion Master Healer. That's that. That's that, guys. So those are my two of my sync grid options. Again, No need for Team Sharp entry 1. This is wasted. No need for trainer move, team physical, and special boost up once 9. I think it's worthless. Go viral 9. No need for this unless you want to make her a sleep trainer, a 100% guaranteed sleep trainer. If you want, sure, let's go for a sleep chain method here. So maybe you can get Sing Accuracy 10. Sing Accuracy 10. Give her Lucky Skill, Go Viral, or rather, Troublemaker 1. Probably a Charging Infliction so that you will never run out of your move gauge. Go Viral 9 over here. And the rest are optional. Probably a Team Precision Pulse to raise your accuracy stat just in case the opponent just raise their evasiveness or something like that. You can go for these things. But aside from that, once you use Relic Song of Wonder, you will definitely mess your sleep chaining. So I do not exactly recommend going for sleep chaining using Sing. Using, Champion Rosa or Meloetta. But, it's completely your option. If you have other sync pairs to do your buffing and stuff, definitely, go for it. But with that said, guys, a lot of good things for Champion Rosa and Meloetta here. This sync pair is definitely recommended. If you're saving your gems, definitely Champion Rosa is a sync pair that I would recommend. If I were to, Champion Rosa versus Champion Blue, Champion Blue is very good in his own way. In fact, I think Champion Blue is slightly still better than Meloetta just because of how Champion Blue is proven to be so good already. Can recover everyone's health, has synchro healing, can attack everyone, remove next every single time, can lower all the opponent's attack and special attack stats. Champion Blue is good, is great, is probably the best support as of the current Pokemon Masters meta. Champion Rosa is probably not quite his level, but is still very, very, very good. And with the combination of support, her role, plus Sprint EX role, she is gonna be unstoppable. The problem with Champion Blue is that you cannot raise everyone's No, you can! You can raise everyone's defense stats. But you cannot raise everyone's offensive stats. Physical offense, physical attack stat, you cannot raise everyone's physical attack stat. But you can max out everyone's critical hit rate as well as everyone's special attack stat immediately. Now, if you notice, this is not an offensive support. You cannot raise anyone in your team's attack stat. You can. You can. My mistake, you can. But it's gonna be luck-based. Luck-based because Relic Song of Wonder will raise everyone's stats, random stats, by 2. But this is a defensive support guaranteed because you can get Force Field, you can get Team Stoic 9. Every single time you attack the opponent, you get to raise everyone's defensive stats, just like Champion Blue. And this one, 30% chance of putting all the opponents to sleep. Champion Blue, I forgot what the percentage is. Chance of making the opponents flinch. Both of them can give the opponents rebuffs. This one can give the opponent fighting type rebuff and psychic type rebuffs, making your psychic types even crazier. Fighting types, well, if you got the Ray will be even crazier. But that aside, overall, a nice support. Let me know what you think and what the good things for you guys Champion Rosa is. This is not her first alt. She already has Trainer Lodge, alternate sync pair. The first, I think she's the very first sync pair to have a 6-star EX. If not the first, it's Signature Red with the first one. And you collect her Champion Spirits. Was it Champion Spirits? No, not Champion Spirits, but you collect her custom power-ups by login bonus, you know, the original Rosa. And she's one of the very first 6-star EXs in the game. I have not 6-star EX her, original sync pair with Superior, just in case you guys are curious. And she has a Shaymin. So she has 2 mythical Pokemon now. So nice good things from Rosa over here. And this one is just another sync pair to make her even better. But with that said, thank you for watching this video. This is the end of my The Good versus the Bad video. The bad, well, the most horrible thing about her, I can say, is that if you get shafted, and if you decide to get her on Christmas, then you're gonna have a sad Christmas. Because she falls on Christmas Day. And if you get shafted, it's gonna be sad. That's the most horrible thing I can think about for Champion Rosa and Meloetta. Not really that much of a bad thing. Except random raise of stats and stuff. But she's overall very good. That's it. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And again, if you want to support out the channel, you can become a member by clicking on the join button down below and join the likes of these guys, especially the ones in purple who have supported me for 3 years. Roy, almost 3 years as well. And Luca and Jeremy, thank you so much for supporting me for 2 years. Ewiz, Kosei, Tatsuya Gold, Apsaras Gaming, thank you for supporting me for 1 year. I'm gonna have to check. Maybe some of you have become 2 years already. Thank you, Yuki and Sophia, for Great Ball tier. Thank you, Pokefriendo, for Pokeball tier. Thank you so much. Again, click on the join button. Help me out. Join the likes of these people. Get nice access to. People have been asking, where do you get the emojis? Become a member and get the emojis. Play around with them. And again, huge shout out goes to my gifters who have gifted these people with gift memberships. Thank you for your extra generosity. And with that, coffee.com/SPLgum if you want to help me out with my PC upgrade. I think that has raised to 6% already or 7%. I'm gonna have to update this. Thank you, Jeremy, for your latest donation. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And with that said, guys, that is it for this video. This is Sol, also known as SPLgum, also known as Spatial Gum, also known as Grunt. You're this Team Skull Grunt. Merry, Merry Christmas. And I will see you in the next video. Rawr.